Hey guys, my name is Jamie Hobbs. Welcome to my poetry analysis unit. Please go ahead and look at the opening question and just think about your answer for a minute or so, and then go ahead and move on. I wanted to make a discretionary claim ahead of this presentation. I've been having technical difficulties, so you will be watching this in a video format, and none of the links or videos in my presentation will work for you. So I'm going to attach those links to those outside videos and web pages in this post. So please go ahead and open those up in separate tabs while you watch the video of my recorded lesson. Thank you. Today's lesson approaches curriculum through both a society and a student-centered perspective, as outlined in Walker and Soltis's Curriculum and Aims. This lesson aims to foster civic responsibility, ethical values and behavior, self-realization, and creative expression. Today, we will familiarize ourselves with occasional poetry, and we will learn about metaphor and tone by analyzing The Hill We Climb by Amanda Gorman. Make sure you note the Poetry 101 guide in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. This is a guide that you might want to reference later on in our lesson. All art is political. The decision to create, the artistic choice to have a voice, the choice to be heard, is the most political act of all. This is a quote from Amanda Gorman, and it showcases her perspective on poetry and the power behind poetry. Go ahead and spend a few moments reading over the other quotes on the screen, also from Amanda Gorman, and think about the meaning of poetry and the importance of using our voice to share what we believe in. And then go ahead and move on to the next screen. Amanda Gorman is an American poet and activist known for works that address Black identity, feminism, marginalization, and climate change. Amanda Gorman has won some very prestigious awards, all before the age of 25. And in 2021, she served as the youngest inaugural poet in U.S. history, delivering her poem, The Hill We Climb, at the inauguration of Joe Biden in January 2021. Now we are going to take a brief journey back in time. On January 20th, 2021, Amanda Gorman delivered her poem at the inauguration of Joe Biden. But just a few weeks prior, on the afternoon of January 6th, 2021, a mob of President Donald Trump's supporters descended on the U.S. Capitol, attempting to interfere with the certification of electoral votes from the 2020 presidential election. The rioters assaulted the Capitol Police Force and ransacked the complex, destroying property and sending members of Congress and their staff into hiding in offices and bunkers. A protester who was shot by the police died in the chaos, and more than 100 members of law enforcement were injured. And just before January 6, 2021 was, of course, the year of 2020. Go ahead and watch this 2-minute video to further establish the feeling of living through this moment in history. And just before
2020 has not been a kind year.
How do you feel after watching that video? What memories did the video make you think of? Go ahead and follow the link below and add your response to our classroom Padlet. Imagine trying to write a poem for America at this time. These are all the events Amanda Gorman was grappling with when she was writing her inaugural poem. Go ahead and watch the video below of Amanda Gorman reading The Hill We Climb.
Mr. President,
In the title of her poem, Gorman employs the metaphor of a hill. Go ahead and read this excerpt from the poem and then think about what the metaphor of the hill suggests to you. Feel free to refer to the Poetry 101 guide to get a better sense of what a metaphor is. In the final stanza of her poem, Gorman writes, "There is always light, only if we are brave enough to see it. There is always light, only if we are brave enough to be it." Examine this final stanza and determine what you think the tone of the poem is. Make sure to refer to the Poetry 101 guide in the bottom left-hand corner if you need more information on what tone is. And then please record your answers on the classroom Padlet.